You know?
Uh, are you ready for to debate me about yogiri?
Wait,
Yeah,
me?
why not? Sure, whatever, man.
All
Just
right. So my
Whoa, whoa.
character
I'll mute him.
yogiri, I scale yogiri to high outer plus. It, include because of his narrative. What's it called? Narrative manipulation and his death manipulation. Since he's able to kill concepts and yeah. So what's your contradiction, or where do you scale your character?
wait, hold on. Kill concepts, like be specific. Wait, what concepts?
Uh, we've seen him kill gravity. We've seen him kill relationships. We've seen him kill like the concept of abilities.
So that's it.
Um,
Okay, so that's just subjective. Like those concepts won't even get you to like high outer or whatever.
yeah, I know that's what I've scared my character, and I scaled him to plus include because I included his narrative manipulation over his author.
Okay, but his narrative manipulation, like again, that won't even like that's not gonna do anything in a cost versus battle as well. So
I'm not
just try.
including that. I'm not including that in the debate. I'm not going to use his narrative. His narrative. I'm just using that to get him to his scale, to his true scale.
Okay, but like what? Wait, what is the definition for high outer?
Like someone beyond like they could be on concepts, time, dimensionality. What's it called? They could be beyond. They could have author narrative and they could have narrative manipulation. They have to be outside of their own timeline. They have to be able to exist beyond their realm or their verse. Yogiri does exist beyond his verse. Not Yogiri, but the actual being for Yogiri. It's power.
Okay, from the beginning part you said like that's just only outer, like constant time space or wherever dimensionality. That's just outer. That's a high outer. And narrative over your author or wherever. Like I'm pretty sure that doesn't skill you anywhere. Am I right? I'm pretty
Uh,
sure it does not.
it
I've never
depends on
seen
the
that in any
context.
wikis before, anyways. For like
It
author
depends on the
dimension.
context of what's it called of scales. What website do you use for your scales?
I use a lot. I bypass my own definitions. Well, I use my own definition, or I can use CSAP sometimes. There's Vortex,
So,
Agilities. Yeah, I use different ones, but
um, well, what's your well by your definition, you scale my character to outer. My definition of high outer plus, I scaled it to high outer plus, but you don't think of high outer plus as like my character incorporates into those lines of high outer plus. So I'll take the scale of high outer, but like
yeah, but high outer. That's not high outer either.
or
What you
wait, did
said,
you
like
say high outer or
that
did you say
definition.
outer?
That definition you said is just outer only. It's just only outer versal.
I don't know. I don't know. What website definition are you using for outer?
What is C? Yeah, like I said, like this CSAP, there's Vortex. I don't use versus battle like.
You don't use versus battle.
No, I don't. It's
Um,
trash for me.
you- but yeah, and where do you scale your character, Vegeta?
All right, so like, do you agree that like your character is going to be outer only?
Uh, with
All
your
right, sure.
definition.
I'll get my character above that. So yeah, Vegeta, he's gonna be high outer. Why? He's gonna scale above characters like from the tournament power, Goku and Jiren, and the top
He
because
does.
like wait, I'm
What's?
not done yet.
I know. I'm
Let me
asking a question. Is your what type of Vegeta are you using?
I mean, it could be any version, but I'm just using the should I use the normal Vegeta? Well, DBS Vegeta doesn't matter. I'm just using canon Vegeta.
You're using Super Vegeta,
Yes.
and you're scaling Super. Okay, okay. Just continue with what you were saying.
Yeah, so
Use
Vegeta's gonna be stronger than Goku, Jiren, top. Who like in the tournament power, like the no one is said to be an infinite void of nothingness about time and space, and in the guidebook,
Wait. Repeat what you said. You were
I'm not done
mumbling.
yet.
Repeat what you said.
Huh?
You were mumbling. Repeat what
Well,
you
I
said. You were
said the
mumbling.
null realm is going to be an infinite void of nothingness without time and space. Then in the guidebook, the concept of time and space does not exist. There would be atemporal, a spatial. On top of
It's a
this,
space
backing
created
up.
by.
Wait, well, I'm not done yet with my scale.
All right.
And on top of this, Jiren is stronger than his own god destruction and some of the other god destruction who have powers that are beyond dimensionality and is transcendent upon that. So that like being transcendent upon that, like over something that is outer. I'll give that high outer. So Vegeta is gonna be high outer. What I just said.
No, what you just said doesn't make any sense because you're saying that the realm that they were fighting in was atemporal and it was infinite on scale on the dimensional axes. It had an infinite dimensional axis, which doesn't make sense because why are you scaling characters to dimensional axes when the dimensional axis was created by Zeno and Zeno's angel?
Wait. What?
I mean, not angel. Zeno. It was a space.
Well,
it was a pocket
Wait,
dimension.
Zeno. Wait, hold on.
Wait,
So
it was a pocket
Zeno
dimension.
never created that.
It was a pocket dimension.
It's not okay.
It's
not a pocket. It's not
classified
a pocket dimension.
as a pocket dimension.
Well, you see,
Okay, did it
Zeno
say a
creating
pocket
it. Hold
dimension
on.
specifically in the source material? It didn't say that.
Hold on. Look. The thing is, whoever created the universes in Dragon Ball canon, that Goku can still affect them and scale through them depending on the argument. You don't have to be the creator or something to be scaled to it. You know that.
So you're scaling the character to
It's basically an affection / destruction feat, not a creation feat.
Yeah. Is there AP for you? I'm scaling it too.
Okay, and didn't Vegeta lose to Jiren? So why are you scaling him above?
Okay, me if he loses.
I mean, this is current.
Number one, Vegeta. You know Vegeta
scales above.
Yeah, current Vegeta, and he'll be above Jiren. On top of that, he has Ultra Equal, so that he has a God Destruction power, which means that he would not have powers that are beyond that much.
Basically,
so
Goku and Vegeta have already like surpassed everyone at the tournament of power at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you're using current Vegeta.
Yes, who has like God Destruction powers.
Okay, all right. So we've seen Jiren is almost as strong as what's it called as Beerus. It was stated. And then we see that Vegeta is still weaker than Beerus because he's still training under Beerus, and Beerus says that he still have a long way to go. And since we know that he's weaker than Beerus, and Jiren is weaker than Beerus, can we not scale Vegeta to at least to like the same scale as Jiren or a little bit above?
Again, they could be at the same tier system. Like it doesn't matter. They still scale the same way. It's just that that character would still be above that character. Like we've seen this multiple times already.
Well, that gets more into inverse logic than cross-verse. So basically, the tiering system is more cross-verse oriented. You scale characters on tiers, a different character from a verse to a different character from another verse with the system, VSBW, CSAP, PS, power scaling, wiki, that thing. But now when we get into inverse, a character can still be in the same tier that we scale him, but in our inverse logic, obviously Beerus is stronger than Vegeta.
Yeah, but so why would that not incorporate with outer verse?
You mean why would that scale to outer versal?
No, like why would that incorporate with the fight being outside of verse?
Well, basically, Fresh is claiming that Vegeta is high outer versal, and Beerus being also high outer versal doesn't contradict anything, because it's basically possible for them to be both on the same tier on the system, but at the same time, inverse wise, obviously Beerus is much higher than Vegeta. You understand what I'm trying to say?
I mean, it kind of makes sense, but it doesn't at the same time.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is really what we have to deal with.
And also, I don't scale Beerus to high outer. I scale Beerus to outer max. That's where you capped that, because we've never seen Beerus.
You'd have to contend Fresh on his high outer scale if you don't think that's true. So,
we've never seen Beerus affect any timelines to even get him to outer.
I mean, that's what you have to debate.
And we've never seen Vegeta affect any timelines or any time. And we haven't seen him exist outside of his own timeline. For him to be high outer, for him to
wait. Hold on. Let him speak about his character, okay? Let him speak about his character. Maybe there are feats you aren't aware of. Who knows? So let him speak about his character, and you speak about your character, because
all right, sure.
Okay, again, you're coming to that fallacy by saying like what my character didn't do, but like Beerus indeed was skilled out. Because like I said, like God instructions, like they have like powers that are beyond dimensionality, and they're transcendent upon that. And on top of that, they have defeat as well. Like for example, like when two God instructions fight each other, both microcosms be getting destroyed. Like that would say that happened already. Like with Chomper versus Beerus, and they have to stop them because like if they continue fighting, both of their universes would got destroyed. The entirety of it.
I know that was stated.
Realms that are non-physical, realms that are like metaphysical, stated to be metaphysical, data book as well, which means they're abstract. They're also like atemporal, aspatial as well. So that alone will get that to outer, and a known realm will be above all of this. So
you're stating that your characters are able to defeat abstract things.
The realms,
abstract realms.
Yes, these are.
See them getting interacted with. We see them getting interacted with Zeno, because there's no way that you could transfer from one realm to another realm from universe 1 to universe all the way up to universe what's the highest universe? 9, I think.
No, not 9. Like right now it's 12. It used to be like 18.
It's 18.
It used to be. Instead of erasing those other,
But like if it was what's it called? Wait, what's that word again with the A?
Aspatial or atemporal.
Yeah, if it was atemporal, then you shouldn't be able to just easily interact with those realms and transfer souls or bodies from one realm to another realm, and especially if it's abstract, if they're abstract realms. If they're abstract realms, you can't even interact with it, yet we've still seen characters interact with those realms.
And what way? How do they interact? And top of that, it's not
interacting with the realm could go as like getting transported to the realm, going to the realm, being in like leaving the realm and going to a different realm. The same different realm that's also Atemporal, you can't do that.
Okay, yes, again, it's called non-physical interaction. They can interact with these set rounds, so they're allowed to. You've seen it multiple times. Especially Goku, like he was granted like his body back to interact with like non-physical things in there. So
When
yeah,
Goku,
what are you gonna
continue,
say now?
continue. You can continue.
No, what I'm like saying. Well, I mean, like I already said it already. Like for like Goku, like interacting with these things, cause like he'd be like he would have like a non-physical body to interact with these set things, and now.
So you're saying
That's
that
all,
every
like,
single character has a non-physical body to
no,
interact with
that's what I'm
these
saying. Like when you're
non-physical
in other
things.
world, like dead, you're basically granted like a non-physical body, or like if you're entering other world, you automatically be granted non-physical interaction with the set
Yeah,
realm.
you're granted.
Like I said, it's already like atemporal, aspatial. Like it doesn't have the time space in there. Like it's non-existent up from it. Especially stated in the guidebook as well. Like,
Being granted a non-interactable body doesn't automatically mean that you're what's it called.
I never see that before. Like I don't think would know what to argue for that. I'm not gonna lie to you. You want to continue?
Wait, then what did you say then? If what
No,
I
I was
said
just
was
looking. I was looking at the chat what the guy was saying.
uh um uh what did I say? Because now I messed up. Your character with a non-physical body could I will admit that someone with a non-physical body could possibly interact with a non-physical thing, but you're stating that them inside of physical they're still inside of their physical bodies, because we know that those said characters are not in non-physical bodies when they're transported to that different realm state, like realm 1, 7, 3, 2, those realms. If they're still inside of their physical form. We see that with Beerus when he went to Champa's universe. Beerus was still inside of a physical form, and he what's it called? He went there with Whis traveling, because Whis is the fastest person we've seen so far in the show. I will admit that. And we've seen Whis just like go hella fast there. And he's pretty much there, but they're still in physical form.
Okay, you're talking about going from another universe. Okay,
universe to universe.
That doesn't make sense. Why would that debunk anything?
It does debunk.
It does not. Like this is physical universe. It's like sure, but like what I'm talking about is like what I'm basically saying is like when you're dead, like in other world, you're basically like, you're going to like a non-physical body. But when you're not dead and you can still enter there, it means you'll be granted like non-physical interaction.
So you think that every single character in Dragon Ball has non-physical interactions. They're able to interact with non. They're able to interact without interacting.
Once you enter like the non-physical realms, then you're automatically granted like a non-physical interaction. Yes.
What?
I mean, it's not a debunking. And on top of that, it's a narrative as well. You think authors could like draw something that like non-physical, like that's not physically possible.
And
like what?
Okay. You know what? It doesn't even matter if I grant your character high outer, because we've seen yogiri interact with people on a higher scale than him. So
like you're putting my character high outer, right?
I mean, yeah, I can grant your character high outer. But they cap at low high outer. Like just barely reaching it. Just barely reaching it.
Low high outer doesn't make any sense.
Like they just barely reached it. They just barely reached it. They reached it, but they just barely did. I don't care.
I'm sorry. But you just grabbed my character high outer, right? And remember, I said like your character. What you said about your character, like that's just only outer, and
my character can still interact with characters above.
My character wins against yours.
My
My
character
character's
can
high
still
outer.
win against characters above
No,
skills.
again,
And
like this is power scaling. Like power scaling. Like my character skills higher than yours. So
power
I'm
scaling
winning
wise,
the
my
debate.
character can still beat
No.
characters higher skills than them on higher skills.
No. That's only applying to his own verse, bro. Like that's not applying outside
No,
of his
no
verse.
matter what,
I
even
scale my
if we're
character. I
putting
just
a
scale my character
character, if
higher
we're
than
putting
yours.
characters in what's it called versus in what's it called battles in cross-verse battles. If we're putting characters in cross-verse battles, we automatically give them all their powers. If we take away some of their powers and we leave the other character with all their powers, then that's not even fair. That doesn't even count as a
No, I
cross-verse.
understand what you're saying,
That's
but
a
like,
that's a one that's a one verse battle.
let me tell you something that won't work cross verse, like narrative, like any narrative thing or like plot manipulation.
Narrative
Or like
things is yogiri's ability.
rewriting your own story, like or rewriting reality, like those things will work cross verse against another character in another battle. And on top of that, like they already said, like in the light of like his ability to only govern like on his own world. So it means that
It doesn't
like,
only work in his own realm. I debunked that claim a long time ago.
It doesn't matter, but regardless, my character still like skills higher than yours. You only got your character's like outer. I got mine's like high outer. So,
I
like,
could still get my character above your character.
You can. You already lost already.
Even if your character is high outer and my character is outer, my character still wins no matter what, because by you claiming that
GG's man.
Hold up, wait. We aren't even done with the debate. By you claiming that your character,
my character.
Wait, by you claiming that your character has non-physical interactions and your character is atemporal, my character has interacted with atemporal characters before, and he's interacted with characters on a higher scale of dimensional planes and on a higher scale.
Hold on.
Based off of like strength wise.
GG's, man. You can come on next one, man. GG's.
Hold on.
Have a good day. Have a good day, bro.
Oh, okay.
No,
I left for a minute. What was he saying?
I slammed him, bro. Like, not to be rude, but I slammed him.
Well, I'm gonna take your word for it, to be honest, because I just left.
No, I'll record this whole thing. When this live done, I'll go back. I'm gonna record it and post it. Watch. Guys, did I not slam this dude? Yes or no, bro?
Hello.
I slammed him, bro.
God, so for the guy that absolutely
This is Anna. Why you keep changing your name, bro?
Because I like this name.
Yo, guys, did I win the debate? Yes or no? I slammed him, bro.
Yeah, okay, so you did win the debate since he didn't make an affirmative as to his character being above your character. Since he made the assumption as to
you did not see the guy who came up.
His character outer, and you get your character high outer. So I think we can get to the conclusion as to you win.
Yo, let